Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. So, report reaching us right now is that the Oloris are all coming together and they are very upset. And their anger is, towards Olori Naomi. With everything that is happening in the life of Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, right now they are saying that Naomi is hashing a royal revenge, okay? That what Naomi is doing is deliberate. The fact that Kabiyesi doesn't have time for his other Oloris again is deliberate. The fact that Kabiyesi is always going to the royal mansion in Lagos is deliberate. The fact that they allowed Naomi alone to use the private jet is deliberate. And the thing is that there is nothing that states that the Oloris will not use private jets. There is nobody. Kabiyesi has not even used his own mouth to say that the private jet is meant for only Olori Naomi. Kabiyesi has not done that. Kabiyesi never said anything like that. The private jet is meant for everybody, but for now, they just brought the private jet. He's using it to restore Queen Naomi's image. Now, you do remember that Ooni of Ife made mention of something. He said that Queen Naomi bears his name. The image that was being dragged was his image. And, so it is with the Oloris, okay? The reason why a lot of things happen in the palace, the Ooni of Ife does not take action is because it's his name. He's protecting his name with his blood, okay? And so the name that has been dragged is Queen Naomi's name. So when he restores Queen Naomi's name, he's restoring his name. So Ooni of Ife made a decision that Naomi will use the private jet first. He's using it as a compensation. He's using it as restoration and a whole lot for Olori Naomi. But of course, you do know that the Oloris are not ready for what, they are getting right now. Now, as we are hearing what is going on right now, they said Igbi is just so upset that she went to meet with the Ooni of Ife and cried to the Ooni of Ife that since Naomi came back, their lives has been miserable. You know that since Naomi made her majestic return and began making power move from the royal mansion, the palace has not known peace. The wives, especially Igbi, are in chaos, confusion, and crying rivers. Like they have been crying. Igbi, who once trotted the palace corridors with pride, has now become a shadow of herself. And why? Queen Naomi's presence has changed the game completely. The Ooni of Ife, who once managed to balance time among his Oloris, has suddenly forgotten everyone else exists. All his attention, all his time, all his royal affection is now showered on the one woman he loves, which we know is Olori Naomi. And just days ago, what can only be described as royal drama worthy of an epic Nollywood climax occurred inside the palace chamber. Igbi had stormed into the royal, chambers, face puffed up, crying, eyes red, voice shaking as she confronted the Ooni of Ife. She dropped to her knee dramatically and, began wailing, "Your Majesty, what does she have that we don't?" That is what they ask all the time. Naomi is different. Why have you abandoned us? Queen Naomi's comeback is making life unbearable for us. But they said the Ooni of Ife, without even, sparing her a glance, stood tall in his royal regalia and pointed, told the door, "Get out. Get out." Dela, right? They said that was what happened. Hey. You know what happens now? When a man is in love, you go and you want to tell them what to do. They're not the hear. They're not the hear at all. You become their worst enemy. They said, he said sternly, "I do not want to see you here. I'm leaving for the UK to see Naomi, and let it be known, my chamber is not your playground." Igbi stormed. They said she almost collapsed. It will not be well with Naomi. She came back, just ruined everything. You have changed because of her. It will not be well with Queen Naomi. They said that was what Igbi said. They said Kabiyesi could not take it. That Kabiyesi said, "May that prayer return to you." That was what Kabiyesi said, that he said it coldly. His eyes burning with royal fury. You think I don't know what you did to her in December? You think the palace walls don't have ears? The Stampede's document, the bribe you paid to keep her detained, you think we don't know about it? At this point, they say silence fell in the room. Even the guards standing nearby lowered their head. Igbi froze. The truth had come out. You and the rest of you are only lucky you bear my name. They say Kabiyesi continued. Otherwise, you would have known the kind of rod I carry. I have kept quiet for the sake of the throne, but don't push me. Don't ever push me. They said that was what the Ooni of Ife said, and Ooni was very, very upset. Where have I been? Where I have been with Queen Naomi, the places, the level of peace, the bond, the depth of our connection, you will not reach even in your 10th lifetime. Do you know the power that Naomi carries? She is not just a queen by title. She is royalty in spirit, soul, and destiny. You're all jealous because she didn't play your dirty games. She walked out. She walked out when she needed to walk out. So do not call her your problem, because Queen Naomi is not your problem. She never lobbied to return. I went to her. I flew to her. I gave her that Gulfstream jet myself. And when she moved into Kingston Mansion, it wasn't her idea. It was mine, because I wanted her to feel at home, because she is home. You, on the other hand, have turned the palace into a battleground of envy and wickedness. Enough is enough. Then, right, as we are hearing, if this information is true, they say Kabiyesi, you know that he's a great king. He's not known to be talking and all of that. They say he was so upset. Igbi reportedly wailed all night. She has refused food, shut herself, inside her chamber, and palace aides say she's been unconsolable. Meanwhile, Queen Naomi is, unbothered, glowing, and radiating with divine confidence. The Ooni has reportedly extended his stay. Okay? Now, you know what is causing this? There are reports that Kabiyesi doesn't really give Olori time again. That this time is his project here and there. They have scheduled activities. Any Olori who is responsible for certain projects should go ahead and do their project. But for Ooni of Ife could care less. All of Kabiyesi is doing, Kabiyesi is busy doing what he knows how to do best. Doing his business and going for Olori Naomi. Then, all right, they said the Gbasgbos is still unfolding, and we will be here to serve it to you hot. It is not a small something. They say Igbi cried and cried and cried and cried over 10th lifetime that Kabiyesi say where he is with Olori Naomi. None of them will get there. Della right is not a small thing. I keep telling you people that a day will come where everything they have done to Naomi will come to light, and that day has come. Naomi is being honored. They let them do and finish their full life, their full moon abeg. Make person they see Naomi outside with the Ooni of Ife. What kind of thing? God has shown them that Naomi is not an ordinary woman. They have seen it with their eyes. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.